Yeehaw! Welcome to the Mochi channel. I'm Steve. Today we're going to do something very cool. We're gonna unbox some figures. Yeah, I bought too many figures and I just hope my girlfriend never sees this video. She will bash my head in if she sees all the figures that I bought. Alright, first up we have a figure to a series that I recently watched and I loved because the art style is very awesome, and that is Akira Toriyama's Sandland. I got the Beelzebub figure. I like the overall look. It's from the Dragon Stars series. Yeah, usually they only have Dragon Ball figures in that series, but yeah, now they also added Beelzebub. It would also be awesome if they would add more characters from Akira Toriyama, because he created so many. Like, I would love a proper Dr. Slump figure. That would be very awesome. Yeah, it's a fun series and it kind of adds some stuff that wasn't in the manga originally. Doesn't have any, like... No, it's just one color scheme throughout the whole figure. Like, there aren't multiple pink values or anything on it. Looks really cool. Yeah. Problem is, I just don't have any space where I can put these figures. But yeah, really cool. It comes with some extra hands. I'm not gonna unpack those right now. And I like these, like a kind of like a background set you can put like in, behind the figure. Alright, next up we have a Venom figure. I started reading Venom comics again recently, and I don't know, I saw this in a local toy store. And I was like, it was only €5. I was like, okay, it looks good. As a child, I played with the Spider-Man figures from the 90s TV series. So I recently got the Spider-Man one at a local action figure convention, and Carnage, which has kind of this action. Wow. Yeah, I kind of wanted a Venom to match these, because the Venom from the same series, like from the 90s, is so expensive. But I think this one is too small. I don't know why there are so many different figure sizes, but yeah, let's just open him up. Like the sculpt in itself looks really good. I like the tongue.
That's what she said!
Overall look of the figure. There he is. Very small Venom figure. Yeah, I'll put some shots here of the figure so you get kind of like an idea. Nothing super special, but it's I mean, for €5 it's kind of fine. Like, for €5 you would usually get nothing usually in a toy store, but yeah, I kind of dig him. Kind of awesome. Yeah, it's definitely a neat small figure, but yeah, sadly I can't pair him with my Spidey, because in size comparison he's much smaller. Alright, I have two figures left, and those are two YuGiOh figures. I started playing YuGiOh Master Duel on Steam, and Jesus, that brought me back to good old YuGiOh times. I fondly remember my time with YuGiOh. Nowadays the game is way too complicated for me, because they put like half a novel on the card as a text. I much rather prefer the good old OG YuGiOh, where there was like only one sentence for an effect. And let's start with this one, because this is definitely the crappier one, which is a Seto Kaiba. It's from a toy manufacturer I never heard before, Fat Mojo. It's like such a weird name. It's not Hasbro, it's not Mattel, it's Fat Mojo, of course. And yeah, you kind of see on the back there's also Yugi and Joey available. But yeah, I got Kaiba. Back then I was more like a Joey kind of fan. I don't know why. I think because Joey, in my opinion, got the coolest cards in his deck. But yeah, because of the other figure that I got, I kind of had to get Kaiba. Packaging in itself is pretty cool, because it has that Millennium artifact on the front. That's cool. For such a cheap figure, this was like, I don't know, 10 euros. Very cheap figure. He comes with a lot of accessories, like he comes with single like hands, small hands. Yeah. This is nothing too spectacular. He's kind of ugly, not gonna lie. Camera won't focus on him, but I will put some extra shots of the figures in the video, so you kind of get an idea of what the figure looks like. And Jesus, yeah, it's not a pretty Kaiba figure. Like, there are so many cool, but it kind of, like, he can turn his head a bit, and I'll give them extra points for putting, like, adding extra hands to the figure. But in itself, like, the figure can't do much. He can move his arms, his head, he can twist his legs a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I just wanted a Kaiba figure to put next to the figure that I show next. Obelisk the Tormentor figure. I was looking for this figure for a very long time. I know that there's a really cool Banpresto figure coming out soon. I think in January, not sure. But man, that is like 100 euros or something like that. And I'm not willing to pay that kind of money for, even though it looks very cool. Maybe at some point I'll get a second-hand one. But yeah, I'm very happy with this Obelisk the Tormentor figure for now. So yeah, and the packaging also looks really nice. Like the YuGiOh logo shines, has this very like gold shiny look. You can feel the logo. And there are even more figures. Like you can see Exodia, all the gods, and Blue Eyes White Dragon are available. But yeah, I'm a big sucker for Obelisk. I love him. He's such a cool monster. And yeah, I think somewhere I even got the cards. Like I got multiple different variants of the Obelisk card somewhere. And here we are. Obelisk the Tormentor figure. Looks very awesome. One thing that I don't like, that I'm noticing off the bat, his hip is very loose. Like it's not tight at all, so that's kind of like a bummer. But in itself, figure looks really nice. And yeah. If I put the Kaiba next to it, of course in comparison, Kaiba should be much smaller. But yeah, I can put these next to my, I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Yeah, and that's about it. I'm really happy with those figures. That's a hip issue with Obelisk is kind of like a bummer a bit. But yeah, I'm not playing around too much with my figures. I'll just either have them on the shelf or yeah, have them somewhere in storage. So what do you think of these figures? Have you bought any figures recently? I would love to know. And yeah, I kind of hope this is kind of an unusual video for me, because yeah, for now I just did gaming videos, but yeah, I will also do some illustration videos soon. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check out my comics. All the links are in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.